the moment. This is the moment. This is the hour. The heavens are open, releasing their power. Visions are rising, dreams come alive. The Spirit is speaking, it's prophetic time. Oh, it's prophetic time. The trumpet is sounding, the voice of the Spirit is shaking the ground. Destiny's calling, the kingdom is shining. We move by the word, it's prophetic time. Shines in the heavens, signs in the earth. A new generation awaken to birth. Destiny's calling, the kingdom is shining. We move by the word, it's prophetic time. It's prophetic time. The trumpet is sounding, the voice of the Spirit is shaking the ground. Destiny's calling, the kingdom is shining. We move by the word, it's prophetic time. Prophetic time. Dreamers rise, the future is now. Seers proclaim the word and the sound. Whoa, watchmen cry out, His glory we find. This is the moment, prophetic time. This is the moment, prophetic time. This is the hour, prophetic time. Dreams is the moment, prophetic time. This is the hour, prophetic time.
Well, hello, good night, everybody, and welcome to Prophetic Time. I'm your host, Apostle Dr. J. Caprietta. Thank you so much for joining me tonight on this broadcast. I hope that everybody's doing well tonight, and I pray that the grace and peace of God will be upon every one of you. And so tonight, I just wanted to jump on here real quick and touch bases with everybody, see how y'all are doing. Just got a couple little things I wanted to share. Uh, First, we've got Trish on here tonight. Good to see you, Trish. Blessings to you from Ohio. We have Jer that came on second. Good to see you, Jer. Blessings to you. And then Sabrina. Jer's in Texas. Sabrina is all the way in North Carolina. Good to see you, Sabrina. Blessings to you. And who do we have over on YouTube? YouTube's kind of quiet tonight. We got about 39 people watching over there on YouTube, but nobody in the comments yet. But I want to welcome all of you on YouTube as well. Thank you for joining us tonight. I have been, hitting some really, I would say, necessary topics as of late, and God has really been dealing with me on some things with regards to the current state of the church and what we need to really touch on. And God just keeps on pointing to me about the whole thing about Babylon, and and how Babylon is so much ingrained in our current culture, and how it's shaping our nation, and how it's shaping the systems of our nation. And even all the things that we're dealing with right now, whether it's the Epstein files or we're dealing with the war, and then also the reaction of people to certain things that's happening in our world. People have just become, kind of nonchalant about a lot of things that they should be really angry or upset about. And people's, anger only lasts 2 seconds. Whereas back in the day, if something happened, that was a really big deal, people would remain angry for a long time and do something about it. But today we're being controlled and manipulated by the system of Babylon. It's a Babylonian system. And I know I talked a little bit about yesterday, but I want to talk about it a little bit more tonight. And I didn't have anything I wanted to share with you with regards to, politically tonight, because I know you guys are you're seeing the war. You saw that a guy named Joe Kent resigned and walk away from the Trump administration. And what was really sad was that Joe Kent was responsible over the intelligence, making the decisions as to, whether or not we need to go to war. And he resigned because he looked at all of the information that he had, all of the intelligence that he had, and he still can't find a reason why we needed to go to war. And many of y'all know that I'm against going to war because President Trump did not run on going to war. In fact, he ran on the opposite. He said, "No more war." And there's so many. I have videos of it. No more war, no more war, and that's what he ran on. And said, "No more regime changes." He even bad talked Kamala Harris, saying that if you guys want to go to war, go vote for Kamala Harris, because her and Liz Cheney is going to take you guys into war, endless wars. And so I like to kind of stand on and hold people accountable for politicians accountable for what they ran on, and there's nothing wrong with that. I know that there's some conservatives. Unfortunately, some people are thinking that Trump is somehow playing 5D chess. Uh, I'm telling you, this is not that. This situation is not 5D chess, and it's real. I know some people are really trying to somehow come up with a conspiracy theory that somehow this is a fake war, and the white hats are winning. This is not that, my friends. This is a real war where we're not doing too well. And President Trump just passed a new law. Could you imagine that he passed a law to block the normal way of when troops die off in war? They would come into a major airport, and they would have a procession for it, and they would have, like, the coffins and everything, and with the flags over it. Well, President Trump decided that he's going to remove all of that, so that when the dead troops come back home, we can't count how many of them there are that are coming back home. They're now hidden, so you can't see them from an airport anymore, because they're somehow, it's all private now, and you're not able to count how many of them are there that's coming home. And I think that that's really very, very sad. At the same time, I think they're trying to hide the amount of people or troops that are dying in a unnecessary war. And why do I say it's unnecessary? Well, because, folks, again, months ago, President Trump went into Iran, and I didn't have a problem with it. He said they're building nuclear weapons, so he bombed Iran's nuclear facilities, right? What did he say after they bombed it, right? And it's the same thing that Joe Kent said. We went in there, bombed the nuclear facilities. They're no longer a threat from a nuclear capability perspective. They're no longer a threat. And now, a few months later, all of a sudden, we're back in Iran again. But this time, let me tell you something, folks. This is what we're facing. Okay, what we are facing is this. I really hate to break this to you, right? Because I'm a bearer of the good news, right? The good news, the gospel of Jesus Christ. But there's some bad news in all of this that people need to consider, and you really need to pay attention as to how you prepare over the next 6 months. Over the next 6 months, if we continue to go down this line of war, bearing in mind that there are already consequences because of oil refineries, production facilities that were bombed in UAE, in Kuwait, in Iran, in what's the other place? I forgot the other name of the place. But these places, these facilities that were recently bombed, and Israel went ahead, and President Trump put a post out, and he says, "Well, I didn't tell Israel to go bomb Iran's oil facility, LNG's oil facility." He said they just did that on their own. Well, duh. They bombed Iran from the beginning to start the war. That's why we should not be following these people. Okay? They're warmongers, and this is not our war. And I said this from the beginning. It is not our war. I don't care who they are. It is not our war. I don't care who they are. I don't have the same belief system as many of these Christian Zionists. I don't believe in any of that nonsense. I already taught y'all biblically that anybody that is of Israel are the true Israel are those that have who have believed in faith in the Messiah, Jesus Christ. That is the true Israel of God. That's from the Bible. That's what it says. So I don't have any allegiance to any nation that calls themselves Israel that has brought us into a war to destroy our nation. And I'm going to tell you exactly some of the things that are going to play out over the next 6 months, even because of what's happened so far. The supply chain in America is going to begin to show how badly hit it was. Because, number one, like I said last week, the fertilizer production comes from that region, and it comes down through the Strait of Hormuz. And right now, they are not releasing, Iran is not releasing any goods from that region. They're not allowing it to come through the Strait of Hormuz if it's coming to us, to the United States of America. Okay? That means oil, that means fertilizer that we need, our farmers need. Farmers are already in trouble. Farmers are already walking away and shutting down their operations right now because they can't feed their animals. They can't, it's too expensive. They can't, plan for the garden, for the planting. And there's so many things within our supply chain right now that are being affected right now in real time, just even because of the gas prices and the diesel prices that have gone through the roof. Whole companies are shutting down right now, folks. Our country right now is in a recession. It was already in a recession before. And I don't personally participate in recessions, and neither should you. But the United States of America is in a recession. Okay? Last month was one of the highest months for foreclosures in our nation. It was historical. It was a historical amount of foreclosures last month. Okay? People's cars are being repoed in America right now. And this war has just made it even worse because of all of the logistics and supply chain that normally flows. Prior to the war, it has many of it has come to a halt, and it's causing a chain reaction throughout everything that we do on a daily basis. And so it's not good, my friends. This war is not good. This war is absolutely not good. And I said that from the beginning. And why do we need to even act on some directive from another country for us to go to war with them? Why do we, as America, need to act upon anything that I looked up the size of this country they call Israel, the size of it. I think from what I saw, it was about, is it 5,000 miles square? Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, so the United States of America is 3.7 million square miles, right? Russia is 6.5 million square miles. Russia is a huge country, right? Iran is 629,000 square miles. That's a huge country. It's big. Germany, 137,000 square miles. You have Texas, 268,000 square miles. You have Cuba, 42,000 square miles. Then you have this little country called Israel that is 8,500 square miles. And this little country is giving the United States of America directives to go bomb Iran. That is, I don't know how many times can you go 8,500 into 629,000. I don't know how many times that is, but it is a lot bigger than Israel. And Iran is no joke because of their alliances. Right now, we have countries that President Trump has approached to help with the war, including Japan today. And every single one of them have refused to participate in this war. It's 2026. We don't need to go to war like this. We don't need to send 5,000 troops to Iran for what? To get killed by IEDs? Like, we don't need that. It's 2026. I'm just, my mind is blown sometimes when people, even Christians, we have conservative Christians that have no sort of common sense whatsoever. None. Absolutely none. They just think that, yes, there must be a good reason why we had to do this, Jay. This is something that needed to be done, Jay. No, there is no reason why this needed to be done. There's no reason for us to go to war so that you can disrupt the lives of the people of this nation. And some people say, well, maybe it's God's will to do this. No, let me tell you something. Man have something called free will. And many times we do things without God, without his will, without him giving us a word to do it. I would love for one day where Christians will just become Christians. You know, where Christians. Here's the thing. We have Christians who say, "I am pro-life." How many pro-lifes do we have? Everybody raised their hand. I'm pro-life. I'm pro-life. But out of the same mouth, they're also pro-war. How can you be pro-life and pro-war at the same time? It's an oxymoron. I want to see people killed because that's what war is. People are going to die in war. I'm not totally against war, my friends. I want you to understand that. I'm not absolutely totally against war because war is going to happen, right? If another country decides that they're going to embark on our country and cause harm to us, that's a reason to go to war. But if a country hasn't done anything to us, they've never shot missiles at us. They haven't destroyed our embassies in the region. They haven't attacked our people. Why are you going to war with them? You can't be pro pro life and then pro war at the same time. Yes, KT. People have been brainwashed by the propaganda. And yeah, I understand some people are going to say, well, it's the end times. Yeah, it's the end times. So Jesus said there'll be wars and rumors of wars. So it doesn't mean that we have to try to fulfill those scriptures. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous at this point that some people think that we somehow need to fulfill these scriptures. No, there might be legitimate reasons to go to war, folks, but there's none right now. There's absolutely no reason to go to war right now. And I already shared with you guys what my thoughts were. And I shared with you early on. I said when these Epstein files, if these Epstein files get released, it means war. That's what it means. And guess what? The Epstein files were released and there was war shortly after. Because that's what it's about. They're very powerful people in the United States of America. Very powerful people that did not want that released. So here's the other thing that people aren't really thinking about. But this guy, Joe Kent, as soon as Joe Kent left, uh, you know, um, and he was the former National Counterterrorism Center boss. And today he did an interview, and one of the comments that he mentioned was about Charlie Kirk. And he was asked a question about Charlie Kirk. And And here's what it says. It says ex Trump terrorism counter terror honcho Joe Kent uh, peddles bizarre conspiracy theory that Israel had a hand in Charlie Kirk's murder. Do you know what happened there, folks? Joe Kent was trying to find out. He was trying to do his job, right? He was trying to find out who killed Charlie Kirk. He knew it wasn't a gun. He knew it wasn't a 50 6, a 30 6 rather. Because the bullet, it would go through Charlie's neck. He knew that wasn't what it was, right? So he was trying to find out the truth behind who Charlie Kirk's murder was. You know what happened? The FBI that is ran by Kash Patel shut him down. They shut him down, and he said he could have at least figured out some stuff if he had access to the files. He says when they found out that he was trying to find out who the killer was, they shut him down. They closed access to the files, and then they send it back to the state just so that they don't have anyone in the FBI or in counterterrorism figure it out. So they sent it back to Utah State to deal with. They said, "Oh yeah, they're capable enough, they're competent enough. Let's send it back to Utah State for them to deal with it." Doesn't that sound kind of suspect to you? And people are still, let me tell you, man, I'm telling you, folks, if you still have faith in men and haven't put all your trust in Jesus Christ, you are about to be sadly I'm telling you right now, folks, you're going to be very disappointed about a lot of stuff. Because when God starts revealing stuff about what's really going on with our country, with our world, and He's revealed some of it, but people aren't really paying attention. People are not really paying close attention to what God has already shown us. You want to know what God has revealed to us so far? He's revealed to us that this whole Charlie Kirk situation, this murder, He's revealed to us that there are people very high up in our society that wanted Charlie Kirk dead, and they are hiding the real killers from us. Because if it were to get out as to who killed Charlie Kirk, there would be probably a civil war in this country. It's just like you go back to JFK. If we were to really find out what was the whole story behind JFK, the full story, not the little breadcrumbs, people would be very angry in this nation. And so here's the funny thing. It's not funny, but here's the thing. The other thing is that God allowed for the Epstein files to be released. 3 million documents were released. Okay? There's another 3.6 million documents that they're withholding, that they don't want for us to see. But what we have already, get this, what we have already should make every person that is a true human being, just a good human being in America, should make every one of us angry. But instead, it's like we're sitting down watching a movie and we're just, well, I believe that the white hats are going to come out of nowhere and they're going to save us and they're going to do something. No, it's not going to happen. This is what I'm telling you. That is not going to happen. You want to know who a white? I know who one of the white hats are. You want me to tell you who one of the white hats are? Do you really want? Do you want to know who one of the white hats are? Pastor Troy Brewer in Texas. He's saving the children. He's saving the children. He's going in and he's saving the children. And there's a few other people that are military men that I've encountered that are going out and they're saving the children from all these perverts. They're going out and they're doing the best that they can from saving these children. Right? And there's a few of them. Those are you can call those white hats, but I'm telling you that there is no white hats coming to save you. You can believe it all you want. You can get mad at me, but I'm just telling you the truth, folks. Do not put your trust in white hats. I'm going to upset a few people tonight. I'm going to really upset you tonight. But you got to listen, because one day you'll come back and you'll say, man, Dr. J, Pastor, man, I really, man, you really upset me that night, but I am so appreciative that you just ripped that thing out of my heart that night. That you just messed with me so badly that I had to consider that what I was believing wasn't the truth. I want to tell you something, folks. Because some of you are believing a lot of things that was only designed to make you go into a sleep, into a lull. I'm going to tell you the truth. There's this PSYOP program that was designed to draw a lot of conservative people into this bubble, to cause them to somehow believe that there's this elaborate plan to save our country from all of the evil and the wicked. And it's a huge plan, and it's in the works, and it's been happening. Can portions of this plan be true? Yeah, little portions here, there. But to throw your whole trust into this elaborate plan, I'm telling you that you're being deceived greatly. Because here's what the devil does. The devil, he's very good at what he does. The devil will even run a church, a mega church at that. Satan, let me tell you something. There are certain people that Satan does not trouble. Sometimes you will see a pastor, he's doing really well, church is expanding, it's growing, it's bursting at the seams, and everything is going well for them. They don't even know what being attacked by the devil means because they never experienced an attack from the devil. Let me tell you why they never experienced attack from the devil. Because they're on the same team. They're on the same team. When you're on the same team with the devil, he does not attack you. And I'm not talking about every big church you see. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Only stick with what I'm saying. I'm not pointing out to anybody. I have friends that have big churches. And they're good people. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is that there's an elaborate scheme, an elaborate plan to cause many of the conservative Christians to go into lull so that they do not act. They don't do anything. They just sit there and do nothing but believe that somebody is out there working on their behalf, trying to save them. And I want to tell you one of those programs. And some of y'all are going to get mad with me, and it's okay. One day you'll come back to me and thank me. But you have to be careful because Q is one of those PSYOP programs that many people believe in, that somehow it's going to give you all of the details and information of how these people are going to save you. And folks, I'm telling you, many of you are going to be, come to terms with it maybe months from now or even years from now, that you have been duped. You've been lied to. And I'm telling you this truth because I want you to understand that you got to focus in this season on Jesus Christ. He is the way, the truth, and the life. He will never lead you astray. He will never deceive you. The Bible says he will never leave you. Come out of these systems of men. Come out of these deceptive systems of men. Some of you strongly believe in Q. And anybody that ever says anything against it, you're like, "Huh?" You're frustrated, you're angry, you're like, how can you say that? And you don't even realize that Q is not Jesus. Trump is not Jesus. J.D. Vance is not Jesus. Charlie Kirk is not Jesus. He didn't raise from the dead. None of these people are Jesus. Benjamin Netanyahu is not Jesus. None of them. I'm not Jesus. So we've got to put our trust, we got to shift it. Shift your trust back to Jesus Christ. He is the author and the finisher of our faith. You got to be careful, folks. You have got to be careful, my friends. Be very, very careful in this season. Who you listen to, what you're listening to. Ooh, look at that. J.D. Vance is considering not running for president in 2028 due to family priorities. I could tell you why I think he's not going to run for 2028. Is because of the mess that he's in right now. There's a lot of people in that administration right now that did not think that things would go the way that it would go right now. There's many people. Now, I want you to hear something that just came out. There's a lot of people. Okay, whoops, that's me talking. Okay. On what Steve and Jared and Pete and others were telling me, Marco, so involved, that I thought that they were going to attack us. I thought they would, if we didn't do. Oops. Opinion based on what Steve and Jared and Pete and others were telling me, Marco, so involved, that I thought that they were going to attack us. I thought they would, if we didn't do this at the time we did it, I think they had in mind to attack us. And in my opinion, based on what Steve and Jared and Pete and others were telling me, Marco, so involved, that I thought that they were going to attack us. I thought they would, if we didn't do this at the time we did it, I think they had in mind to attack us. And in my opinion, based on what. So Trump based this attack on Iran. Somebody just sent this to me. Trump based his attack on Iran based upon what he heard from Jared Kushner, not based upon what his counterintelligence leader said, but basically based upon what Jared Kushner, his son-in-law, told him. not the intelligence agencies, but what his son-in-law told him. Folks, that's not how we run the United States of America. I am very upset about this. I'm very upset about this. I'm upset also about you know Pam Bondi. Now she's been subpoenaed over the mismanagement of the Jeffrey Epstein probe, and so she's been subpoenaed now, and she's going to have to go before Congress and really just lay it out. So you know, look at this. Even Tulsi Gabbard, right? Tulsi Gabbard, she is major in the whole conservative movement, and she put out a statement that she said that Iran did not try to rebuild enrichment capacity following the June 2025 attacks. You know, so it's like why did we go in there? Um, uh, so listen, this you're gonna see some things happen that is going to blow your mind this year. That's what I can see. You're gonna see some things that will blow your mind. Um, it's gonna blow your mind. It is going to blow your mind. And I could show you another manipulation that took place. Um, there's a cardinal named Pizzaballa who recently rebuked Pete Hegseth for using Jesus and end times prophecy to justify the Iran war. I don't know if you all remember that, but Pete Hegseth was trying to spiritualize or biblicalize this whole war situation, and it was a manipulation, to basically get people to buy into this whole thing. And they really had no legitimate reason for this. And so here's how what you got to do. You got to prepare yourself over the next 6 months, because Iran is not going to stop. They already made it clear that they're not looking for a ceasefire. So you're going to have to begin to start putting away food. Uh, I would say run to the hills, folks. Um, go to the mountains. Go to the hills, and maybe that's why God is calling me to call, 7,000 people together, because that's a word that the Lord has given me. It's that He wants me to call 7,000 people to the prayer mountain. And as I said that, somebody actually sent me a website about Prayer Mountain, and it was pretty interesting. And but it was too small. I mean, they can only house about 16 guests. But it was a really nice 55-acre mountain in Pennsylvania. It was beautiful. But God is calling me to just to gather about 7,000 people to Prayer Mountain. Yep, there's no mountains in Florida. um, I think you'll be all right in Canada, Luann. I think you'll be just fine. They're not going to bomb Canada. I don't think so. Canada has always been known to be like a safe haven. Canada has a lot of terrorists in there, so they're not going to bomb themselves. um, but anyway, God is calling. He had shared with me that I need to get together 7,000 people for Prayer Mountain, and we're going to pray. We are going to get into some deep prayer. I was at the church today, and I just kept on feeling the presence of God, and also I felt the presence of angels in our church as I prayed. I felt the presence of angels. Like when you feel like your body is just vibrating. I don't know if y'all ever feel that, but it's just like you feel like the presence in the room with you. It was very, very strong, and I just felt the presence of God as I was in that room, and the Lord is just pushing me. pushing me to get to gather the people together for the prayer mountain. North Carolina has a prayer mountain in Moravian Falls. Man, I want to check that out. I really want to buy a prayer mountain. Um, I want to miraculously buy a prayer mountain that I don't have to, worry about paying for every time we need to go to prayer mountain. I want to buy prayer mountain and develop it. Y'all pray for me that God will do that. Pray that God will release that. All right. Okay. Well, um, let me see what we got here. So that's all we got for tonight. What I wanted to do was I wanted to just where are these um, Psalm 91? I want to get Psalm 91 for you guys. I can't find it all of a sudden. Y'all, give me a second, please. Hang on. Don't go running away. I just can't believe I can't find this thing. I just had it up on here. Sometimes I just, oh man. Sometimes I put stuff on my desktop and I just can't find it. So, well, well, I guess we'll do it another time. But just when you get some time, just do Psalms 91. In your time of prayer, just speak Psalms 91 out loud, and just believe God's protection for you and your loved ones. That God will cover you, protect you like a shield in the mighty name of Jesus. All right. Okay, well, love you guys with the love of God. I hope that y'all got something tonight. I don't know if you did or not, but if you did, that's great. And so remember that you can also partner with us by sowing into the ministry. So I encourage you to sow. If you'd like to do so, you can go to our website. It's etribe.org/give. And you can just click on the give button and able to sow into the ministry as well. All right. All right. Yeah. I see your comment. All right. Let me do a quick search. 1 second. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Y'all ready? All right. Let's go. So just say this with me out loud. Uh, Psalm 91. All right. Ready? I dwell in the secret place of the Most High and rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I say of the Lord, He's my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Whoops. Sorry. Yeah. Surely he will save me from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover me and my family with his feathers, and under his wings we will find refuge. His faithfulness will be our shield and our rampart. I will not fear the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at my side, 10,000 at my right hand, but it will not come near me or my family. I will only observe with my eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say the Lord is my refuge and I make the Most High my dwelling, no harm will overtake us and no disaster will come near our homes. For he will command his angels concerning us to guard us in all our ways. They will lift us up in their hands so that we will not strike our foot against a stone. Uh-oh. I will tread on the lion and the cobra. I will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because you love me, says the Lord, I will rescue you. I will protect you, for you acknowledge my name. You will call on me, and I will answer you. I will be with you in trouble. I will deliver you and honor you. With long life will I satisfy you and show you my salvation, says the Lord. Amen and amen. All right. So, many blessings to you guys. I love you with the love of God. I pray God's best for you, for every one of you tonight, that you will walk in God's goodness and that you will remain under the shadow of his wing. Amen. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night. And y'all remember that you can sow tonight by going to our website, etribe.org/give. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see y'all Sunday morning. I look forward to it. Got a powerful service on Sunday morning. So join us. If you want to come out, you go to our website. You'll get the address where you can come and be a part of the service in the building. And look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday morning. All right? Have a wonderful night and stay perpetually blessed. Bye for now.
This is the moment. This is the hour. The heavens are open, releasing their power. Visions are rising, dreams come alive. The Spirit.
Guys, I am so sorry. I forgot to mention that Walking on Water is coming out on April the 20th. It's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. And you can buy tickets to the event in Atlanta. So if you'd like to, we have some people that are flying out to come to the premiere that will be in Atlanta. So you can go onto my onto our page, my Dr. J. Caprietta Facebook page, and you can actually click on the link to buy tickets to the event. It's on my page. So, if you can make it, please come on out. All right. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Stay perpetually blessed.
This is the moment. This is the moment. Prophetic time. This is the hour. Prophetic time. Dreams is the moment, prophetic time. This is prophetic time.